Alright, so I know the members of my soul group and the subconscious community are definitely going to want to hear a little bit of this shit right here. So check this out with the Grand Trine and water here. So just elaborating a little bit further here. Also, check this out real quick. Scorpio moon, biatch. Hell yeah. All right. So hopefully you can see that. I was just trying to show it off basically. All right. So check this out. So with the Grand Trine and water, I didn't touch on the dignities enough earlier in that video. So check this out. So we talk about the Scorpio moon and the name of this, like what this channel's named after. That's where the moon is fallen. Um, so I was talking about in that video how you might just not react with the Scorpio moon type of energy. And it's really because ultimately the moon is fallen there. So the moon ruling our reactions and subconscious might literally just not work. No, there's nothing there basically. That's where the moon is fallen. So it's not like it's in detriment where it's going to work in a harsh way. It's going to cuss you the fuck out. It's like, it's like it might just not work. It's too deep. Who gives a fuck about reacting to all this punk ass shit? That's what Scorpio Moon says. So, um, so that's basically that's the dignity as far as the Scorpio, the fixed water, and the moon side of that grand trine goes. But check this out. So we got Neptune, right? 18 degrees Pisces retrograde in dignity, right? So that's Pisces is Neptune's only rulership sign of the entire zodiac that Neptune shares rulership of. So the only sign that Neptune has any dignity in, Neptune might get exalted and fallen and things like this, but only Pisces where it has dignity. So it's like we have more power and dignity. We're more at home to be in that energy of the illusions of ourself and others, the emotional illusions of ourself and others, the Pisces and Neptune type energy, Neptune retrograde type energy. Don't forget about that past element with the retrogrades right now too, right? And Neptune square and Jupiter and shit. They're right up there too, actually. It's pretty cool. You can see Moon, Jupiter, and then Saturn and Pluto right there. But so you can get to just see all that is pretty cool. But talking about, that's of this grand trine, Neptune has the most dignity. It's in Pisces right now, retrograde. So we have the most power to be in that illusory realm, basically, to create illusions, perhaps relate illusions, be adaptable to our illusions, the illusions of, ourselves and also of others. But, yeah, man. I mean, so that's a trip. So that's the complete opposite, almost. It's in many ways, it's more like a 90-degree angle. It's like a square almost, because the opposite of dignity would be detriment. The opposite of fallen is exaltation. But here we're dealing with dignity and fallen. So the moon's fallen. Our reactions, we might not be reacting right now. We might not give a fuck about that. We might just be too deep right now. But when it comes to what are we deep in, basically? We're deep in our damn illusions, because that's where the dignity is right now. Illusions are fat right now, basically. So we're dealing with that. And then, but then completing that grand trine of Cancer with the cardinal water action going on. um the moon is basically dealing with just us, and then Neptune's dealing with us and others when it comes to illusions, but the moon's dealing with just us. So we're focused inward for sure, whether we're reacting or not. But with the sun and Venus in the north node here in Cancer, this is, nobody's in dignity or anything here, but this is it's a pretty nice little thing here. The north node. I don't see why I wouldn't do well in Cancer. The North Node represents like the head of the dragon, and where the path of the moon's orbit crosses the path of Earth's orbit, or whatever the fuck they say about it. That type of shit. But, but, you know, that's very big. Being in Cancer, that's a very North Node and South Node already. You're dealing with the moon type energy, and it's in Cancer, so that's already insane. But yet the sun right on there, directly trining Neptune right now, right? Both on the 18th degree, the South Node or the North Node, right underneath the sun. And we got Venus like 9-10 degrees Cancer right now too, so moving into that conjunction with the sun. So this completes the grand trine. Nobody's necessarily in their rulership here, unless maybe the North Node or some shit like that. I'm not too sure, but you know, it seems like it's a very synergistic energy for sure for the North Node. But with the Sun and Venus, the sun obviously does well in Leo, so the sun's not really particularly good in Cancer, but it's still a very familiar type of energy for us. So like we're everyone's in their comfort zone right now in one way or the other, and we're starting to gather that which we love and relate to into our comfort zone, basically. Family trips and stuff like this. I'm personally leaving for a family camping trip tomorrow. I mean, this works out for the time. We're calling our loved ones closer. Literally, Venus is coming up to the sun right now, where the North Node is. This is our literally our path in life right now, is to commune with that which commune with that which we love, I guess, in the Cancer type energy. So being more initiative with those emotions and feelings, versus relating them or versus focusing in on them. It's more just like fuck it, we're creating. Like I feel this. Cancer is probably the most sensitive and feeling sign in so many ways. I mean, it's literally ruled by the moon. So Taurus and Cancer definitely would be probably the two most sensitive signs in many ways. Besides just in general the water signs. But yeah, man. So basically, Venus does well in Cancer. That's the shit. I'm gonna be honest. It's a sextile with Taurus. It's a square with Libra, so it might be a little learning process. It's not maybe the most natural type of thing, but Venus does well in water in Cancer. That'll work. Conjunct the Sun. They're helping each other out. This is good that Venus is coming towards the Sun. Neither of them are particularly, uh, you know, um, really stoked on being there, but they're down to brighten each other's day up, literally. So, with the morning star and then the damn, it's crazy. The bright shit, bright shit, bright shit. So, um, yeah, baby. So I just wanted to touch a little bit more on that. So we really have dignity, and our real true power right now is with, our true dignity. So where we actually have that true power is through illusion. So it's like an oxymoron, right? It's crazy, man. But we have a sextile with Saturn. So we have an opportunity based off of, my actual Earth signs out there and actual Saturn people and practical minded people. There's actually a lot of opportunity with this whole Grand Trine and Water. A lot of opportunities and shit like that as far as relating to your status and structure and stability in your life and the way in which you're transforming that currently, that type of thing. With the Sun and Venus and the North Node are opposed Saturn. North Node actually perfecting that. uh, you know the Moon in Scorpio and Neptune and Pisces are both sextile Saturn and Pluto, so giving us a lot of opportunities there. Pretty cool. But yeah, man, this Water Grand Trine, live out this triangle, this trine energy, this Master Mason number, trine 3 120, however you want to break up the fucking number, it adds up to 3. It's a Master Mason number. It's basically makes everything up, sacred geometry and all sort of stuff. So yeah, man. Focus inward with that emotional transformation right now. A lot of transformation going on with the aspects with Pluto and then with the Moon in Scorpio. We're actually about to have the full Moon in Capricorn though, so that's going to be a lot of Saturn and Pluto retrograde energy, with our damn Moon in detriment. Ooh, it's going to be crazy. Wow, I'm really glad that I think I'm gonna be chilling, having the house to myself during that time. I think that's gonna be a great time for me to chill on my own. We'll see about that, man. So, hey, man, love y'all, man. Thanks for tuning in to another short little vid here. Just wanted to elaborate a little more, because I'm always thinking of cool shit and I want to share with y'all for sure. With the stars and the energies and all. But I like to relate this energy and communicate it. Just naturally with my alignments, and with the alignments of today too. Fuck it. I own this shit. So I create my reality essentially, I'm here representing the Aries constellation, you know what it is, so basically there ain't no holding back, yada yada yada. So hey, love y'all, man. Namaste.